Hello everybody. I'm going to play a game of chess today and see whether I can get some accurate chess games in here. So we're going to do 30 minutes as per usual. I don't really want to go longer because it just eats up my whole day if I do. So let's see if anyone wants a game. It might take a while before anyone jumps in on this. My rating is starting to get pretty high, so hopefully I get some strong opponents. I mean, I don't really care very much about rating, mostly. I just like playing chess, basically. I don't really think about it very much. Oh, looks like we have a game. A 2053 rated player. All right, so we're going to stick to e4. It's something I'm comfortable with. They're going to play maybe Caro-Kann stuff. I mean, I can basically lock it up and play that way. I've played this a couple times where I talked about this idea being something in blitz games that causes me trouble. So I got some candidate choices. I got a knight move. I got this pawn to d4, knight to g3. I suspect they're going to do pawn to e5 or pawn to c5. Maybe I just play by, I'm going to play by taking the center. So if they do this, I'm gonna shore it up and, okay. Oh, okay, so this is gonna be, I really hope like opening stuff is, if I can get through the opening, I feel pretty strong, but I don't always get through the opening with very strong players when they start memorizing stuff. So obviously this knight is under attack and it needs to be defended. It can be defended a couple ways. I can bring my bishop out. I can bring my knight out. General rule of knights before bishops, but I might want to play this pawn, so maybe knight right here, but that blocks my bishop, right? So, I mean, maybe my bishop belongs here. I don't think that's the best choice. I think just being principled and playing a knight move is the best chance of I mean, maybe my idea is to play knight here with plans of fiangettoing my bishop and securing it, although I have to be careful because this becomes an issue if I do that. Decisions. It's really hard to make choices in games that are long like this, because I'm going to have to live with this choice. Do knight or knight, one of the two. Which is more flexible? I like this because it leaves me the opportunity of challenging. Let's be principled. I don't want to try anything crazy or different because I don't want... Okay, so this is going to be one of those games where everyone gets out what they want. Maybe they're going to play the hippo on me. I hate players that do this, but... Okay. Let's secure my pawns. Well, we can get the bishops out, I guess. I mean, in blitz games, they always say if you're dealing with a hippo player, you just basically smash everything open as fast as you possibly can. Well, let's develop my bishop. And I can castle. They're going to castle. So I guess I'm going to castle. So maybe I bring my rook here. So this bishop might be able to retreat. Okay. So this is what they want. They want their bishop to see the world. That's what that move tells me. Now, if I do take and they take back, I can trade queens, but then they own the file. I could just play bishop here. So if they do take me, I take back with my bishop, and it helps my development. I do lose the center pawns, though, and I'm not sure how important it is that I keep the center pawns. I mean, the problem of pulling this bishop off is this becomes an issue. And then they can do moves like this where I can take and then they'll take here and then I have to move like this, right? I could just push. No, because I don't want this bishop to see the world. So I'm gonna play a move like this because then it allows me to take back. And then my pawn's supporting and my queen is supporting. So let's see if we can. I was worried about that. I mean, I could just retreat. Oh, maybe I should have taken with the knight. There's an order issue here I wasn't paying attention to. If I'd taken with the knight, then the knight could have taken and this bishop could have landed itself right here. All right, we're going to bring it back because I think what I plan to do is they're going to play knight here. Oh God, they didn't. Thank God for that. Okay, they're gonna do some serious stuff over here. I mean, I could move my rook now, and that way, if they do this and they push my knight. So, say they go here. So it's a general idea. They're going to push. I come back. They push. Knight goes here. Knight takes. Bishop takes. They play bishop here. This pawn is hanging. So maybe I need to play this now so I don't lose this piece. But then I also need to play this to defend my dark square bishop. This is very timely. I mean, I could just move my bishop right back, but that's such a waste of tempo. I mean, I could play this move, and if they do want to attack my dark square bishop, then I just retreat and kind of kick and say, okay, now what are you doing? Yeah, I'm going to play this rook because I feel like this sequence is going to be an issue. So I'm going to back up. I could, yeah. So here's the problem. Okay, so if I back up and then they kick me, this knight falls. So maybe what I have to do is I have to move my bishop forward like this. And then when they take me, I take back with the knight. I don't like it now that I'm losing my only light squared bishop. I mean, what if this and they take me and I take with my queen? No, I can't take with my queen. I think I have to move forward. Yeah, I don't like my position at the moment. I go here, knight takes, I take, they push. Maybe I retreat with the idea of going here. Well, I think I have to play this bishop move because otherwise I drop this pawn. Now I could take like this, but then they're going to break my structure. So I have to take with the knight because I don't want my structure. See this pawn here? That's defending what that sequence that they were looking for, right? I don't like it. Their bishop now has like complete vision. I could play a knight here and then the hopes of just trading it off completely. I want a dark square bishop exchange, absolutely. Maybe what I do is I mean, this is a move, but then the knight has to go. And then this is a move. And then here. Yeah, so if their knight, if their rook was here, I could do a fork, right? But so what are my plans? I could play pawn here. I mean, this controls the knight. It stops the knight from jumping in here and here. Maybe this is okay because I don't want to lose this pawn. And it also presents a rook here, doubling up on this pawn right here. So let's do a quick c3. Trying to control the bishop, trying to control the knight. So I got choices. I can jump back here with the idea of maybe here to here. Going here just shatters my structure. So if I jump back with the idea of maybe midnight maneuver, it feels like a lot of moving. And this pawn again is not doing well. Let's say I jump back and they go, I don't know, here. And then I play queen right here. It defends the pawn, but then I'm walking into potential queen trap ideas. I mean, it's the best move as a choice. I've got here, I've got here, I've got here, but that's going to trap my knight. Yeah, I don't like what I'm walking into. I mean, this knight can always jump and I can defend the pawn. Let's say they just go knight here. My response would be like knight here to defend this pawn completely. Although it's not a great, yeah, okay, so they're going to sink in right here. This knight controls and defends. So if I play this knight here, so we're going to try and defend my position. This guards the pawn, stops their knight from jumping in. That's always a potential. I don't want to drop this dark square bishop. My queen needs to be elsewhere. I mean, I gotta stop this push now, because if they push like this, then this pawn has to take and it becomes an issue. So maybe I play this pawn here, because if they push, then I can take. This knight cannot budge. It needs to stay exactly where it is. And if they come back, then I come back. If they go back, I go back. Okay, so they want... I mean, I could play this move. So the idea is I take here, they take with the rook, and then I play this pawn here. Potential queen, they look at queen check, this bishop secures that. Yeah. I don't want the structure to change. I'm gonna, it's conceding a weakness, but I don't want to lose the pawn. Yeah, I don't want to lose the pawn. And the idea is I just bring my bishop. Yeah, okay. I could take. They take back with the pawn. This guy's defended. I am going to have to take it. So let's take the pawn. I could play... I don't like my position. So knight here runs into rook here, but then I can play bishop right here. It engages with some control, right? This is, I have to control this pawn push. So rook here, bishop here. I mean, it's not great, but I feel like it's holding. So the idea is, what is your rook doing over here once I seal it in, right? So once I take and then the knight takes, this knight ain't moving, because once this bishop's gone, it's solidifying into this position, right? So I'm gonna take and then play knight here. This bishop won't see the world. I could play rook here. And that solidifies my bishop. See, now we got some tactics where I can take and then play bishop or knight here, and then the queen has to we start exchanging, basically. I don't like the fact that my king is more open. I've had to make some concessions. This has been a very strong opening player. I am a very weak opening player. I feel like I've been on my back foot the entire time. I mean, you look at the clock, they're at 27 minutes and I'm at 17. I don't prep openings, right? So every move I make is like a principled move. I do think taking and then knight jumping in here comes across as like a good knight, bad bishop, because all their pieces, I mean, maybe like if they start doing stuff like this, but then this move right here says, what are you doing, right? All your pawns are in your own way. I think my opponent has to be a bit careful. I wouldn't be surprised if I see something like this with a plan to do something like that. Interesting. Okay, so they're going to try and force. Well, I could move my knight right out of the way. And if they play bishop here, takes. Yeah, I think it's okay if I move my knight out of the way. That was an interesting move. I have to think about it. Let's think about it for a bit. What they want to play is this, and then it forces this trade. Queen takes with check, and then I'm not getting the opportunity to jump my knight into this square because I have to move my king like here, right? If I do move my knight over there and this comes with check and I take with my bishop, they can't take back with the queen because then they just drop it. But then if I move my knight, I can't get my knight into here, but this isn't about to be traded immediately, right? But then, like, where is my knight going if I move my knight here? I can't go anywhere. It's just kind of trapped. But it might be a move that says, you know, if they want to do something like this and then like this. But then again, if I move, they have to move their queen. And I can start simplifying. Simplifying might be good here because, like, what happens basically is once pieces start coming off the board, like let's say I move my knight, they move their queen, I don't know, right here. I trade, they take back, I go queen here, we trade queens, or I own the file. If I own the file, then I can do like queen right here, and I start creating my own threats. So we're going to do the knight move first, because then that forces some trades. It also kind of starts to cover my back rank squares, right, with my knight. I like this idea because I want to trade, and then I want my queen here, and then I want to own this file, and I'm asking, again, what is this rook doing? This rook is way out in left field. As long as my bishop stays right here, and I manage to constantly come back and say, okay, if you're going to take me, I'm gonna sink a piece right into here, into the center of the board. This knight is still not very useful. Maybe they do an idea, or they got to move their queen. So where are they going to move their queen? Let's talk about that. They're probably going to do maybe here. No, they got to keep onto the rook. So it's either going to be here or here or here. Those three squares are potential queen moves, right? Okay, so we're going to take, and I'm going to say, all right, I want the file. Show me, because this guy is out of play. Potential queen right here forces a queen trade. Let's see, I go here. They take, I take, rook here. Bishop comes back. They give check. And then I'm in trouble. What if I don't react to that? What if I do a simple move like king here? It's a bit dangerous. It's a dangerous king move. But I'm about to, let's just say I begin to trade pieces. So I move my king up like this, and they don't get their queen out of the way. When I trade, and they go rook here, I can bring my rook over, and we can trade pieces, right? So let's do a small improvement move. Right, this is saying I want to trade down. And see, they did have to move this rook eventually, but now this bishop seems backwards. Oh, so if I play this, they have to, how are they dealing with that? How are they dealing with that? I think that wins me a piece. So if they push, then I take, and then I take, and then I come back. And again, this bishop is not very useful. Nice queen position. Knight is still a pile of useless. If they do play this, I'm just winning a pawn, and my bishop is still strong, and this rook is going to come into the game. Right, and if I do, then the king's trade, and I'm up pieces, and this is a good piece, and I can always play knight to reinforce it. So what is your answer to queen e5? I mean, this doesn't work. The only move I can see is this, and then I just take it. Yeah. I think it just wins me a piece, or wins me a pawn. My knight is still not doing very well. But in the end, I can play... knight's got to come back, because all these squares have to be controlled. So maybe my knight stays good here so their bishop doesn't try to get active. If they do play something like here, okay, so maybe I bring my rook over. Yeah, I'm going to bring my rook over. Oh, I got to be careful about that, because this is a potential move, right, where they're going to win material back. I mean, I like my position. Maybe I play knight here, and then I play pawn here. And I ask, you know, what are you doing with your light square bishop? But if I do go knight here, they're immediately going to play this. They're going to play that anyway. Okay, now I'm in a bit of trouble, I think. So this knight cannot move. This knight has to stay where it is. So maybe I do something simple like this. Guards my bishop, gets out of this potential attack. It still guards the pawn. My knight hasn't moved, so it can't post up anywhere. This is a potential attack, and I win the pawn at some point. My time is at 12 minutes. I got to be a little careful. Okay, see, now they're doing things that maybe I jump here now this way, because this is no longer here, right? So if I, oh, hold on a minute. If I move my knight, this pawn drops. I mean, if I let them take me, let's say I do that and then I play this. I mean, if they lose their dark square bishop, if they play here, I mean, I could just move and say, what are you doing with this? Force their bishop back or force their rook over. I could play, well, yeah, I'm gonna, So what are you doing about this? They push and I take. They're probably going to play something like this. I mean, they have some potential. This rook, it's kind of like a fake threat because I'm saying, oh, I'll take your center pawn, and then they're going to start eating what I have. But I really like this square. I don't want to give it up. I'm afraid they're going to play something here. Right. I mean, I don't want to lose this pawn either. I'm being greedy. I mean, I could play knight. Oh, maybe that's a poison pawn because I can just trap it. So maybe I do move my knight. Maybe my knight goes here. And then I say, well, what are you doing? And then I jump my knight into here. And that still guards the entry points, right? So let's see. So this bishop has to move. And then if I jump here, it guards this as well. It's an even better position. Although I can always reroute my dark square bishop. I can do something like this. Maybe I do that right now. Is that an opportune time for that right now? And let's say they go like here and then I come back, I don't know, right here. Yeah. But I do have to jump in to avoid this bishop taking. Yeah, okay, because I want to get back on this file and I want to own this file. Maybe they'll allow me to reroute my dark square bishop, which would be really ideal because then their king would be in danger. I do like the idea of going like this. Right, maybe right here. Maybe I end up playing pawn anyway and playing against the light square bishop again. So this time maybe I just say, okay, trade the material. I mean, that's a jump. All right, well, I gotta be careful. I can't trade this rook because this pawn, I can always, I mean, I could play like this. No. I could play this pawn move. It's improving. This pawn drops, though. I could play this move. Just a simple pawn move. Stops them from getting back into here. Small improving move. So it stops them from developing their dark square bishop. Maybe they start lashing out. I got to be careful. So now this is no longer an idea, right? I'm taking away the idea of them jumping here to win here. So then I trade rooks. And my pieces are fairly okay. I don't know, maybe I can't jump here yet, but if they do ever play here and we get those pieces off the board. So now I'm free to trade rooks. right? Without fear of losing material, which is kind of what I want because I'm already up a pawn. And it forces them to move their rook if they don't want to trade. So if they come back over here, this allows a rerouting of my bishop to somewhere desirable, like here. Yeah, okay. So let's offer the trade. Okay, and then I can play bishop right here. And then I can come back. This is now a move, so they got to be careful where they go with their king. Okay. So I can play right here, and then I come back, and then I solidify my position. I can also threaten a whole bunch of stuff with this move right here. Okay, so let's... I feel like I should have something here, but I got to play a little faster. So we're gonna... as you can see, I'm playing against this piece right here. So now ideally placed center of the board. I am making slow improving moves. I got to be careful. My king's got to get out from underneath this knight pin. There's dangerous stuff. So if I go here, this pawn is a discover check. Maybe I just come back here. Maybe I just say, okay, they've done that. All right. Now that this, see, now we're getting dangerous again because this, in making this solidifying move, they've created this opening. I mean, maybe I just shuffle over and then I play a move like this. You know, it also allows my knight to take if they want to get their bishop active. Yeah, okay. We're going to go back over here, and then I'm going to try and get some play against this pawn again, now that this bishop is right here. I mean, I could... Another small improving move. Another small improving move. I don't want their bishop to play here, because then they can solidify their bishop into these two spaces. All right, so king is officially safe. This knight is free to move. Okay, so maybe I play... Oh, I got to be careful again. Because that's potential. So, small improving move. And play bishop back if I need to. King's right here. This is got potential. So let's say I got to be careful. So I can't do this move because if they attack my pawn, well, maybe I could, because I could always retreat, right? Let's say I push, and then they push, and then I go king up. And the idea is they're probably going to try and get a dark square bishop exchange. King up. This might be a potential if they move their rook again. Okay, so now they're doing new things. Maybe I do something like that now, because this is potential for check as well. I got to move a little faster. I'm at 8 minutes. See, this is now existing, right? Okay, so now they're playing some dangerous stuff here. I could lock it in place. Now this is a move. They can't, well, they can enter, but I don't see what they would achieve by entering. It would just block everything out. I'm ever so slowly making progress, I think. It's not been great progress, but it's been small and steady. Yeah. All right, so what are you achieving by that? Let's say I come king over here. All right. And the next thing I do is I trade rooks. This is still dangerous, though. Right here. So my next move is... yeah, we're going to trade rooks. So I take... Bishop takes... King has to come back for sure. Still up a pawn. This person's really making me work for... this is dangerous, though. So maybe I do it king right here instead. Yeah, okay. So that's gonna... They were trying to go in for a discover. Okay, so knight jump, not very good. I could knight retreat with the idea of jumping right here. Maybe I go for just straight out exchange, but this is dangerous. Maybe they play bishop here. They got to be careful. They'll drop a pawn if they don't deal with this threat. So maybe what I do is I play... see, then they got bishop right here. Yeah, okay, they had to deal with that threat. Well, maybe I play knight here as a check, and then this pawn is under threat. I kind of like alternating bishop-knight pieces as they slowly move forward. As you can see, they were at one point... I'm doing dark square control as best as I can. My time is still terrible. We'll go check and see what they do. Okay. So if I move my king out of the way, like this pawn is now under threat. They're dealing with that. Now, I could begin working on my majority over here, but I got to be careful in doing that. So, you know, there's... I want to get to this square. This is the promotion square. So now they're doing stuff like this. So king comes over. And then maybe I push right here. Maybe I do this. And then this. So you can see my knight and my bishop are working very good to build a wall. And if I... Okay. Let's get some king activity. Oof, I shouldn't have allowed this. Oh, they didn't. Oh, why am I allowing this? Oh my god. This is now a threat. This move right here. Oh my god. All right, so I gotta find a way to promote now. So I go here, king goes there. I mean, king up, king up, king up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depends what they do with their. All right. So the idea is if they take their bishop off this diagonal, my knight can get some time. I think I'm faster here. They're not going to allow me time to do that, are they? I mean, I could just, oh, I don't want to get in the, yeah, and then maybe I go here. It's the same plan. I'm probably going to sack a piece to make the promotion. Maybe. Okay. All right. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think I get there in time. I think I get there in time. Because the idea is I am going to try and sacrifice my knight, and it creates a tempo move where they have to take it and then get out of the way. But if they play right here, right now, then I go 1, and they go 1, and then I go 2, and they go 2, and then I go 3 with queen promotion, they go with queen promotion, and then up here would be mate. Because all these squares. All right, so let's. Now, do I just run? I mean, I could do knight right here, and then when they play this, I go knight right here, and then they do this, and then I do that, and then they do that, and then I do this. Yeah, let's. Oh, I gotta be careful because. So let's see. Calculate. Pawn push. Pawn push. Knight here. Bishop here. Knight here. Bishop here. I go pawn push. They go pawn push. I go knight here. They go bishop here. I go knight here. They go bishop here. I get the extra push. Yeah, I gotta do this now. And then, yeah, okay. Oh boy. I dropped the pawn. Oh no. Oh no, I didn't notice this. I didn't notice this. I should have played it one move sooner. So let's see, I go here, and they go here, and I go here. So I'm gonna try and win the race by sacking the piece. Because they have to do one extra move by taking my knight. But they could play here, and then I just take the pawn, and then I take their bishop. I can't take their bishop. Yeah. Okay, now we're into really sketchy stuff. Okay, so check. King has to go there, and that should be mate. unless they go here. In which case, I don't know, what if I give check again? And then they come back. Okay, so check. They have to go here. There is a mate here. Why can't I see it? Like a forcing mate. Check. King goes here. Bishop check. Goes here. No. That's not the right path. I give check. King goes here. I give check. King goes here. I give check. King goes here. I give check. Yeah, I think that works. So I give check. King goes here. Then the bishop gives check. Oh, and then the king comes up. I mean, I could give check over here. Yeah, we're going to do check right here. They come up. Give check right here. If they come up, that's mate. If they go over, I give check right here and then deliver mate. I think. I give check, and I think that's mate. Yeah, there we go. Oh my God, what a game. Wow. I am very exhausted. So exhausted. That was a good game. I'm just going to write good game. GG. Wow. Oh, all right. I don't even think I have the energy for an analysis right now. I'm just going to stop the video. Thank you for watching.